Outside of public view, women's preferences are exposed through their online dating activities. What we've discovered is that 80% of women only choose the top 5% of men. A few men get all the women, while the rest are invisible. Stick with me because I'll explain why you could be one of the 80% of guys who never receive women's attention, as well as how you can try to join the select 5% who do. Look, my friend, life isn't fair, so why should dating be? Unfortunately, the dating market is increasingly becoming like a dictatorship in favor of women. In fact, the male-female dating economy is as unjust as a declining country. I'll prove it to you in a second. So basically, a numerical estimate of a country's inequality, a low-value figure, let's say 0%, represents absolute equality, whereas a high-value number, such as 100 or 97%, implies complete inequality. Let's apply these values to the dating industry. If men in general think that all women are equally attractive, the numerical coefficient is 0. However, if one man is regarded as highly attractive while all other guys are regarded as unquestionably unattractive, the numerical coefficient is 100%. When data from Tinder was used to calculate the numerical coefficient, the economy of online dating got a terrible 58%. Consider this. If Tinder were a country, its economy would be more unequal than 95.1% of all countries worldwide. This suggests that the dating economy for women resembles a society with a few poor, some middle class, and a couple of high-value men. On the other hand, the dating economy for men is more comparable to a society with a few billionaires and a vast majority of the population living in miserable and extreme poverty. It makes sense that, for the average man, the world is actually an overwhelmingly dark place. Speaking of a dark place, do you know that girl you're attempting to impress? She probably perceives you as rather average. But fear not, because with a few tips, I can position you in the top 5% of the elite guys she's programmed to seek. Listen, bro, don't be frustrated, because women only want the top 5%. This is predetermined by their biological and natural nature. Women frequently choose mates based on the preferences of their fellow females. For example, in nature, female lions would imitate another female's partner choice in order to survive. Why? Because it's the safest option to see whether women prefer pre-selected males. The Journal of Experimental Social Psychology studied 184 college students with 97 women and 87 men. Each participant saw photographs of the opposite sex and was told whether the person was single or in a relationship. The results revealed that single women were more interested in pursuing someone who was already in a relationship. This effect is known as mate choice copying. Women, biologically speaking, have more to lose in long-term relationships. They get pregnant for 9 months, have a recovery period, and a child to care for. Thus, the resources required in this process increase. This is known as the parental investment theory. This is why women choose guys who are a little older than them and have more resources and status. Women prefer pre-selected men because it signifies another woman has already verified him, increasing the likelihood of success. So simply being on Tinder automatically places you in the category of men who have not been pre-selected. You get what I mean? If not, then go 30 seconds back and listen again. Do you genuinely believe that dating apps are benefiting you right now? This is the primary reason why women find most men on dating apps ugly, or even worse, undesirable by other women. The fact is, dating is a gamble, and you aren't the best bet. Just like the great samurai Miyamoto Musashi once wisely stated, truth is not what you want it to be, it is what it is. And you must bend to its power or live a lie. Also, online dating moves quickly. Women are quick to recognize signals of great genetic quality and wealth. This is why the top 5% of men receive all of the attention. Your build is one of the first indicators that women seek for when dating online. The top 5% of men are physically fit or athletic. Obesity or being overweight is seen as one of the most undesirable characteristics among women. with the CDC estimating that 80% of the people are overweight. You see 80 and 20 percentiles a lot. Let me explain why. This is known as the Paro Principle. According to this theory, a small number of contributing factors can have a big impact on the majority of outcomes. Take a deep breath and absorb what I'm presenting to you. Do you think it's a coincidence that women rank in the top 5% of men? It accurately represents women's meaning preferences. The good news is that there are two things that you can do to achieve the body form of the top 5%. Number one, use performance clothes to signal athleticism. In a case study, this was actually proven. Researchers took pictures of participants in fitted athletic clothes and loose-fitted athletic clothes. Out of 2,386 people surveyed, the majority agreed that athletes in fitted performance clothes were more attractive than an average man walking down the street. With this attire, it's better to approach and talk to women who are in a gym or a sport-like environment. Number two, the second thing you can do is eat protein in every meal to recomposition your body. Body recomposition is the process of burning off fat while putting on muscle at the same time. But here's the good news. Even if you're fat and ugly, you can still get any girl to suck your dick. I'll show you how at the end of the video. Another problem with 80% of men is privacy. Remain private. Don't overshare on your dating profile, social media, or on a first date. The elite group of men prioritize wealth and privacy. It also gives you this mysterious factor, and it is making her work for your attention. And try to emphasize life experiences. Have stories and pictures of you traveling or doing some kind of hobby. This is something that does not have to be expensive if you plan accordingly. The last thing you want is to not come across as average when it comes to dating. Most men think that being a 4 or 5 or 6 is a good thing, but come on, bro. You can do better. If you were an average-looking man, your chances of being liked are 0.87%. That's 1 out of 115 women on Tinder. And in this digitalized era, do you really think that women's preferences change outside of dating apps? There are two things you can do to fix it that have been proven to keep you out of the average zone. Number one, you're trying way too hard. Too many guys will either overdress or dress flashy to grab attention. The problem is that most guys do the same thing with their profiles, and women can sense your neediness in a heartbeat. This makes you average. Number two, you don't have a beard. Researchers ran a split test on an attractive guy without a beard and an average-looking man with a beard. The results showed that the average-looking guy with the beard was perceived as more attractive by the majority of women younger than him. So having a beard actually makes you more attractive. You understand why only a few men win with women. The female economy is unfair. You're not a safe bet. You need to invest in your body. You're financially unappealing, and you're doing what every other average guy does. Sure, it's a reality check for men, and that's not women's fault. But fear not. I'll show you how to hack the dating game and easily win. But I do have to warn you, what I'm about to reveal to you is controversial. Because it works by tapping into a woman's animal brain and forces her to act on her deepest and darkest sexual desires. It is possible to achieve this, because what I'm about to tell you is helping thousands of clueless, aging, and even unattractive guys hook up with women who are levels above their pay grade. To learn about that, you will have to watch a video that will teach you a simple step-by-step system that even the nerdiest guys can use to have women open their legs. With this secret knowledge, the 9s and 10s that used to turn their backs to you before you even said hi end up in your bed. It shows you how to bypass a woman's rejection mechanism and force-feed feelings of dark attraction, lust, and sexual desire directly into her subconscious mind. Needless to say, this gives you some seriously unfair power over women and pretty much allows you to sleep with whoever you want. But apparently, someone spilled the beans. The video got into the wrong hands, and now some feminist groups on social media have reported the video and almost got it taken down. They even threatened to take legal action against us. The reason these women are so hell-bent on getting this video banned is because they know they're powerless to stop the techniques it teaches. If you use this seduction method on them, they'd never even know it. And the next thing they know is that they're lying naked on your bed, begging for you to fuck them. And you can use these techniques as early as tonight. It really is that simple. So if you really want that much power in your hands, here's how to get it. All you have to do is click the first link in the description or the comments, sign up to the newsletter, and we'll email you the entire video tutorial. I'll see you guys there.